does the State of Israel plan to measure the success of the bilateral? How does MEDC plan to measure the success of the bilateral? And what should MIBB be doing to help both parties measure that success?
Yes, so anyone who didn't hear the question is, how does the State of Israel and how does the MEDC or State of Michigan plan to measure the success of the bilateral agreement that's a work in process right now? I can't speak for the State of Israel, perhaps we can. But everything for us is pretty simple. More and better jobs for people in the state of Michigan and a future for our kids. And so what we'll be looking at and measuring is, are we successful in helping Israeli companies that are looking to create a footprint in North America? Are we successful in helping them locate here in the state of Michigan? And are we helpful in helping them grow their businesses here in our state? And so that's what we will measure. Are we being effective in doing that? And then we'll measure the impact that it's having on our state economically. We have a fairly solid discipline in place of measuring jobs, economic impact, and the tax revenue that's created as a result of businesses that invest in our state. And we'll apply the same criteria to this project that we do to everything else that we make investments in. You know, our governor is really high on ROI. And so everything that we do, he wants us to explain what the ROI is before we ever talk about how much money we need in order to accomplish it, or the outcomes really. So what outcomes are we going to achieve? Those outcomes must be directly tied to some significant ROI that we can expect. And that's how we'll measure it. I can't speak for the State of Israel, but I'm guessing that there's going to be, please.
First of all, it's a very good question. I think
use the microphone. Use the mic.
It's very important, as Mike said, it's very important to measure and make sure that the effort and resources that we put in actually have results. And one of the major components of this collaboration is R&D collaboration between Israeli-based and Michigan-based companies. So that's very easy to see how many projects we can actually bring and make sure that there are joint ventures between Israeli and Michigan-based companies, and how much money they get to do a project together, and then the result is very easy to measure in terms of revenue that generates. We want to see more business coming to Michigan. Israel is exporting here, and we're also very happy to see companies, Israeli companies, that still maintain their business in Israel and expand. But in order for them to be able to expand, they have a location here. If they do business here, they can expand their R&D back in Israel because they need a U.S. presence in order to see. So we're always happy to see companies here. And you asked how MIBB can help. I think that's making the connection between Israel and Michigan.
Okay. Chuck's question was answered. Any other questions? There's no booze, so I don't know where it is. Everybody's waiting for the booze. It's not here. So there's one other thing that I should probably mention. I gained 5 pounds while I was there. That was not necessarily a good thing. We walked a lot, but the food was overwhelming. And we ate. Every place we went, there was food. What an incredible way to welcome an audience. And actually, there was one disappointment. The disappointment was that Governor Snyder had to leave early to come back, and I almost forgot about that. But overall, it was good. We had a chance to, the day that he left, we visited the Iron Dome. Most people know what the Iron Dome is. It's just an incredible installation. So the Iron Dome is it's a defensive installation that the Israeli government has put in that can essentially take out missiles that are being dropped into Israel or shot into Israel, whatever is appropriate. And they've actually used it on multiple occasions, unfortunately, and used it quite effectively. And so we had a chance to meet these young soldiers that were 18 to maybe the oldest was like 24 or 25 years old. Now, I have 3 boys, 17, 21, and 25, and I have a tough time trusting them driving my car, let alone firing missiles and being responsible for protecting the country. But it is pretty amazing to see that and to have an opportunity to experience it. And it was a bit clandestine, would you say, Pam? We had private. I don't think you could find your way back if you had to. We were following a lead vehicle that was taking us into the installation. And because the road was so rough, I mean, it's designed for we were in a car, so the car had to drive rather careful. And so we lost contact, we lost visual contact with the lead vehicle. And all of a sudden, there were like 3 different roads that you could travel to get there. And luckily, we picked the right road. I used some of my old Boy Scout instincts, and I said, there are some fresh tracks that we should follow. And we followed the fresh tracks, and we managed to get there. But it was quite the visit. It was quite the experience, and I really thank you for the opportunity to participate on for the MIBB, as well as the Federation for helping us, I think, do something that's very much needed for the state of Michigan and for the state of Israel. So thank you very much.